Hey y'all, what's happening? This is NewcScout, and I'm going to be posting a video here on the installation and kind of a overall kit review for the Davis Unified Ignition Performance Distributor upgrade on my 345 here in my Scout. If you have any questions or anything, you can PM me. I'm on IH Parts America's forum, so feel free, give me a shout. Enjoy. Hey there, everybody. Today we're going to be taking a look at the DUI Performance Distributor here for my Scout. This is a Davis Unified Ignition system here, and what we have is the kit. So this is the kit that I bought from IH Parts America, and I'll kind of go through a few of the things here that we have. First off, kind of bellied up and bought the live wire cables here. These are really pretty nice. I was impressed when I got them. They have this nylon webbing on the outside, and you know, they're really nicely weatherproofed on the end, and also numbered, which is kind of clever as well. The kit came with, of course, a couple of Steel Me stickers and some dielectric grease and instructions. And then there's also this little note on the thermostat housing, and the idea is that if you send them back your old core, they'll give you a $25 gift card. Now, the reason for that is, you can see here, this is the water neck, and like everything else International did, this one part works for many different vehicles, different engine systems, and you can see here. There's the normal Scout mount here with the the 345 mount here with the two lobes on these sides. You can see that there's one here, and there used to be one over on this side that's been ground down for the purposes of clearance for this, because it is significantly larger than the stock system. So we're going to go through install here, and I'll let you know. Oh, there's also came with a kit of a couple of gaskets for the water neck housing, and a couple of electrical connectors for power and for the tack output. So let's get to it. So here's a quick peek of the current system I have running. You can see these are kind of a standard 7mm cable. And there's the original distributor. I relocated my coil to the firewall over there, so you can see that's going to go away. The wire cable for that runs up on the other side down into the distributor, but you can see here on the stock water neck what I'm talking about. There's the lobe there that they've ground off, which is kind of nice. I wasn't expecting that from the kit. So let's get this thing out of here. Just a quick little note here: when you're pulling this distributor out, taking out your old system, great idea to pull this thing up, figure out where you're pointed, so you don't have to find top dead center again and kind of work from there. You can leave your spark plugs in and whatnot. So just a good idea. I can see here that I'm between I'm right between 4 and 3 on the firing order here, and so that'll make it a little bit easier going in with the next system. So let's go ahead and pull this out. Okay, as you can see, distributor's out. Water neck and thermostat housing are gone and cleaned up and ready to be reinstalled. As you can see, I put a bunch of rags down there to cover the distributor hole, making sure none of the coolant gets down in there. Here's the water neck, all cleaned up and ready to be reinstalled. So we'll go ahead and move this back in here and see how it all fits. Okay, just a little bit of size comparison here between the old and the new. As you can see, this is the old Prestolite distributor, and its coil and cap, and you can see that there's a pretty dramatic size and height, as well as the end diameter here of these the distributor caps. So we'll work on fitting this in here and see how it goes. Just a quick little comparison side by side here in terms of the thermostat housing. You can see here the one on the right is the one that came in the kit, and you can see that this lobe here has been cut off and ground down to make some space. Now just a slight variation in what I have. You can see that there's another water outlet here on the original, on my original, and it's been kind of relocated from this side over here on this side. Not something I used, and so it's not going to be really any effect on me, but just wanted to point that out also. Alright, so just mocking this up, kind of setting things in here. Got it in for the most part. However, as you can see, I'm not quite seated yet down there, and it would appear as though the problem is my temperature sensor right there is coming in contact with the bottom part of the machined housing there. So I'm going to go ahead and pull that, plug it. I'll have to relocate it. I'll probably put it on the other side of the thermostat housing there, but just first problem I gotta fix. Okay, so here we are. I moved the temperature sensor over there, as you can see. Guess maybe a little bit foolish, that might have been the stock location, but when I got this motor it was completely disassembled and I had no idea where to put it. That seemed like a logical place. It worked there, but it's now over there. Let's see if the new distributor will fit. Another quick little note here. The gaskets that came in the kit are the kind of universal gaskets. So what I'm going to do, because I tend to be a little bit anal retentive, is I'm going to go ahead and trim some of that off. Kind of make it fit a little bit better. And also what I'm going to do, these are all single-side adhesive ones where this back is a sticker, and so I'll go ahead and put that one on without anything. However, on this side, on the dry side, I'm going to put just a light layer of RTV on there just to kind of make it seal. I don't know if this is standard procedure or not, but the 3 times that I've done this before without, as it's dry, it has leaked. But then after putting a little bit of RTV on the dry side, no longer leaks. So just another quick little tip here. As you can see, I'm installed and in. Down here you can see where I relocated the temp sensor right there on the thermostat housing. Comment on the live wires. They're nice and beautiful and feel well, but the differing sizes don't really fit all that well, and I kind of like to keep things pretty dressed up, and they don't offer that. So here's a shot on this side. Walk around to the other side here, and you can see it's a pretty tight fit up against this side over here, and around the main water line out the front, and you can see there's probably 10 degrees of play there, so there's not much. So it may be a matter of moving and shifting wires. We'll see how it runs in just a second though. Next step, I gotta hook up the wiring for the battery and the tach. Well, here we are, all in and good. It took a little bit of back and forth in terms of the amount of rotation that was available and where the plug wires had to line up, but it's all on and good. I know that's poor form there, but I think that the spacing built into the loom that's on these wires should be a pretty good insulator for any cross conduction that may occur as those wires cross each other. But there it is, it's up. It looks pretty cool and pretty clean in there. I'll look around to the next side. Same deal over here. I just used some of that coil wrap, that electrical coil wrap, and so there it is. Kind of lines up a little bit nicer on this side, but pretty cool. I can already tell by starting it, I just started a second ago, that it's running much better. So let's fire it up and see. It's also a pretty quick start now. So there you have it. Done and done. About 2.5, maybe 3 hours of work, and it's humming right along. So if you're doing this, good luck. Have fun.